wraps up our 11th season of NBA 2K TV.
We have had so much fun with you, the community. Thanks to all of you for making this another successful 2K TV season.
Definitely, and we're already hard at work on Season 12. We have so much in store for you for NBA 2K26.
I cannot wait for 2K26.
But until then, remember, you can access all past 2K TV episodes from the main menu. You'll find
and the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Handle out there with Reed. And it's Dillingham in at the point for the Warriors. They've got James. Thompson is out there with Collins. Then there's Black. And it's Cheatham into the point guard position. Now here's James. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Edwards against Thompson. And the wide open shot from Reed. Oh, good with the triple. James kicks to Thompson. Over Randall. The shot by Thompson, no good. There's McDaniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Guys like McDaniels who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
And McDaniels drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroking from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Shot by Collins, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
I think he may need to take a break and recalibrate. That's his second foul in less than a minute.
And free throw good from Randall.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
And the Warriors making a change here. Dixon's checked in. James. And James throws it down hard.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Edwards can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And James gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. James has got 5 points so far. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Edwards passes to Reed. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Minnesota basketball. Substitution on the court.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Dillingham, no good. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Curry. Here's Jenkins. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now Harper. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Warriors lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So with James on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Bradley. Collins is out there with Thompson. And it's Curry. And it's Harper in at the point.
Yeah, good job to take him right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And the Warriors making a change here. Cheatham's checked in. Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's G. to Shannon. Passes it to Reed. 5 to shoot. And no good. Good D by Thompson. Outside Harper. Kicks it out to Collins. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Collins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Collins. Thompson finds Collins. From downtown. And it's Winston with the rebound. And it's Thompson scoring on a gorgeous play. Thompson's got his first basket.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He misses the free throw. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. And he sinks the second. 29 seconds left in the first half. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
And just like you want to see assertive basketball.
He threw that one down, Greg, so hard you could feel the strength over here.
Guys, you got that exactly right. That was what I call an angry dunk.
Edwards looking it over. And stolen by James. And here's Harper from the arc. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after
Your Warriors Youth Kids Team.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And a heightened atmosphere we have here this evening. Well, for the Warriors, this is do or die for them tonight. And they're playing their hearts out. And now with the second.
And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. You look at James, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Reed is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Dillingham in at the 1. Yep, that one goes in there. James has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
They get it back. Black. And that one is stuffed right through.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
He was all alone on that one. McDaniels got 5.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
And that one's good. James.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here's Dillingham. Off target with his 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Warriors leading by 7.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And Edwards puts up a deep three. And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field.
15.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Harper. He's out there with Curry. Nixon is out there with Brent. And it's Jenkins in at the 4-man position. Randall against Bradley. And the rejection by Bradley. Curry wide open. Another three for Golden State.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
1:19 left here in the fourth quarter. A three. Here's Jenkins. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Warriors lead by 15.
And make no mistake about it, this was an important game for them. They came out and did what they had to do to get the W. A nice Game 6 victory
for the Warriors.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And this series has really been entertaining. Now going all the way to a Game 7. They were able to force it after all.
Yeah, and I think this speaks to the fortitude they had coming into this game. They knew they had to win to stay alive, and they did it. And how about in dramatic fashion, going to be one heck of a Game 7.
Randall no good. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to Curry. Another miss by Curry. Now, here's Mitchell. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. I think, Greg, they played with a little more of a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing this was it, now or never.
And their season continues because of that, Kevin. How about forcing a Game 7? This is big, and it's going to be an intense battle. I cannot wait.
It'll be terrific. You're right. Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals.
We work to work, you late to work, I holla and they send it. You know my pride was colder than Chicago.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It doesn't get much bigger. Gabe, let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. They've got James, And it's Thompson in at the 4. And for the Timberwolves. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's Dillingham in at point guard. Here's Cheatham. James outside. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards with it. To the paint. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. And the Warriors with possession. That one's good from James on the assist by Thompson.
He made a great decision there to push the basketball up. Excellent teamwork.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Dillingham. Outside Edwards. Here's Dillingham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And it's Collins off the drive. Here's Cheatham. Fires in the triple.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Randle. From down low. No good off the glass.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Collins passes to James. Pass to Thompson. Launches it from deep. Dillingham with a rebound. Now Edwards. To the inside. Here's Reid. Misses in close. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Warriors ahead, up by 2. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And our coverage of Game 7 continues. Intense atmosphere right now. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
The defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. And it's Dixon in at small forward.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Now here's Mitchell. Got a hand on it. Here's Harper. Inside. Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got his second basket on the night.
And so far, there's been tremendous cohesion offensively this quarter.
Mitchell, the pass to G. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Harper. There's 57 seconds left in the second. He gets it in there.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
All alone. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got his first points of the game.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Outside Curry. Puts up a 3. Sinks another one. He's on a roll. Starting 4 for 4.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Pass to LaRavia. Oh, and Bradley with a block. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. With the floater. Curry's shot is off. Here's G. Goes back up. banked it in off the glass. Geez, got 5.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors ahead, up by 4. And don't...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, for Golden State, they're 1 half away from finally moving on in this series. And now with the second half about to get underway.
Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. Timberwolves trail by 4. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's Dillingham in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And here's Curry for 3. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Outside McDaniels. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 5.
And how about Edwards keeping his head up and spotting the open man?
James. And it's James with the jam.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Pass to Reid. McDaniels against Curry. It's stolen by Curry. From deep. Offensive rebound. James passes to Black to the wing, right side. 6 to shoot. Here's Cheatham. No good on the triple. Pass to Randle. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. The open J off the mark. Thompson passes to Cheatham. Back to Thompson. Got it. Thompson's gotten 4 this quarter.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Rejected by James. Curry from deep three-point land. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Golden State Warriors finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy is in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. They've got James, and it's Bradley in at the center. Collins, no good. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 8. Good work defensively by James. Well, the Warriors shooting around 50% of the game so far. Here's Harper. Here's Bradley. Pass to Harper. Second shot opportunity.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And Minnesota making a change here. Winston's checked in. Timberwolves shooting only 36% so far in this game. Edwards for 3. Doesn't go that time.
No wonder he's been off the mark. He's been hanging in the background, somewhat uninvolved tonight.
Collins right side. Over to the wing. Here's Harper. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And the Warriors lead by 10.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Warriors.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, love the execution.
And for a series that went all the way, you have to appreciate their ability to close it out in advance.
In Game 7, you need guys who are going to be clutch, who are going to rise to the occasion, overcome the obstacles. They did everything they had to do.
And there's James from the arc. Sinks it from distance.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Collins passes to James. Here's Harper. Up again. It's not going to go for him. The Golden State Warriors have won the series. And it took 7 games. But with this victory, they've wrapped this series up and are moving on to the conference finals.
A thrilling, hard-fought series. And they definitely
Braise up. He cooking and he cooking by the same pot. We're in the trenches on the same little fame now. The cool so fast you can dodge a raindrop. And he's so bad he didn't get his main route. Hey, how you mad at me? We come from the same spot. Down like I threw out. Woke up fresh like I had it laid out. First I went to but I'm getting paid now. Out the seal, come find a baby bottle. On my something like my baby mama. Yeah, I with chick, I won't even think about it. Hey, why you grinding hard? Cause it hate the bottle.
Welcome to the 2K TV Rap Party.
We are bringing the community together for some friendly competition, give you all some 2K gaming tips, and just have an all-around great time.
Yeah, we're having fun. It's our summer send-off, so grab your suits, grab your koozies. We're making a big splash in NBA 2K25.
I'm gonna grab my koozie, but first up, let's head over to my team for some triple
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Western Conference Finals action here on 2K. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Black is out there with Thompson. Then it's James. Then it's Collins, and it's Cheatham in at the point guard position. And for Oklahoma City, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Holmgren in at the center position.